Good evening and thank you for joining us. Beijing hosts a gathering to celebrate the 105th anniversary of the founding of the Communist Party of China. 8 CPC members received the July 1st medal. President Xi Jinping says he supports Hong Kong in better integrating into the country's overall development. Mimosa Guy reports.
President Xi Jinping, the General Secretary of Communist Party of China, and other leaders arrived at the Great Hall of the People to celebrate the 105th anniversary of the founding of the party. 8 outstanding CPC members have been awarded the July 1st medal, the party's highest honor. They include 19-year-old Wang Yuchang, a former military personnel who developed missiles. In Xi's address, he points out the Communist Party of China has fundamentally changed the future and destiny of the Chinese people since its founding. He says the party has achieved historic leaps in addressing issues such as food shortage to become a generally well-off society and then a comprehensively well-off society. He says the CPC created 2 miracles: rapid economic development and long-term social stability.
世界第一大执政党。
Xi says the party has developed into the world's largest ruling party with significant global influence, enjoying the heartfelt support of the people. Regarding Hong Kong and Macau, Xi emphasizes the need for a comprehensive, accurate, and unwavering implementation of the one country, two systems principle. Xi says promoting the long-term prosperity and stability of Hong Kong and Macau is an inherent requirement for the great rejuvenation of the Chinese nation, which includes implementing the principle of patriots governing Hong Kong and Macau. Xi says he supports Hong Kong and Macau in better integrating into and serving the overall development of the country.
实现祖国完全统一。
On the Taiwan issue, Xi says resolving and achieving the complete reunification of the motherland is the unwavering historical mission of the CPC. Moments 9, TVB News.
To mark the 105th anniversary of the founding of the Communist Party of China, Chief Executive Zhang Li says that the SAR government will hold a series of activities to promote national feats under the party's leadership. The launch ceremony of the city's celebration for the 105th anniversary of the founding of the Chinese Communist Party was held at the Convention and Exhibition Center in Wan Chai. Among the attendees were Chief Executive Zhang Li, Vice Chairman of the National Committee of the Chinese People's Political Consultative Conference Leung Chenying, and Director of Beijing's Liaison Office in Hong Kong, Zhou Ji.
在一国两制的伟大构想和成功实践下。
The city leader says under one country, two systems, Hong Kong enjoys the unique edge of being backed by the motherland while being connected to the world. There, Li unveils a raft of events that aim to promote the country's aerospace and green transformation achievements. Zhou Ji, director of Beijing's Liaison Office in Hong Kong, says in his speech that the one country, two systems concept has helped wash away a century of humiliation borne by the nation.
今年是15.5开局之年。
Zhou says as this year marks the start of the nation's 15th five-year plan, the country has high expectations for Hong Kong. During the celebratory event, special traffic arrangements have been implemented in the vicinity of the Golden Bohemia Square and near the Convention and Exhibition Center. Zhang Li also says various celebratory events will be held across all 18 districts of Hong Kong, and these will help Hong Kong citizens better understand the nation and cultivate a sense of national confidence, especially among Hong Kong youth. Chief Executive Zhang Li was also in Wan Chai to give a speech at the reception celebrating the 29th anniversary of the establishment of the Hong Kong Special Administrative Region. He says the current government has resolved long-standing problems in Hong Kong over the past 4 years. He emphasizes the need for a longer-term vision of reform and innovation. Timothy Lee has more.
The reception celebrating the 29th anniversary of the establishment of the Hong Kong Special Administrative Region was held at the Convention and Exhibition Center in Wan Chai. In his speech, Zhang Li says in the 4 years since taking office, he has resolved long-standing problems in Hong Kong, established a safe and stable city, and deepened governance system reforms, with results gradually emerging. He pledges to continue his efforts in 3 key areas in the future. They include accelerating the formulation of Hong Kong's 5-year plan, accelerate the development of the northern metropolis, and further improving people's livelihoods. Nodding to the 105th anniversary of the founding of the Communist Party of China, he describes the country's prosperity as Hong Kong's strongest backing.
大家好，我是倪佳莹。
The reception also features a video from Hong Kong's first astronaut, Lai Ka-ying, on the Chinese space station. She wishes Hong Kong greater prosperity and stability. Lai says her ability to speak from space today reflects the precious opportunities brought to Hong Kong SAR by the motherland under the One Country, Two Systems framework. She feels deeply proud to participate in the national space program. Lai urges Hong Kong people to work together for a better tomorrow for the motherland and Hong Kong. Timothy Lee, TVB News.
Flag-raising ceremony at Golden Bohemia Square and other locations across the city marks the 29th anniversary of the establishment of the Hong Kong Special Administrative Region. At the ceremony at Golden Bohemia Square, the police flag guard team and guards of honor march in with traditional Chinese marching drills. Chief Executive John Lee leads officials in attendance. Also present were Lun Chenying, Vice Chairman of the CPPCC, and Zhou Ji, Director of Beijing's Liaison Office in Hong Kong. Government flying surface helicopters salute in the air. A fireboat and marine police vessels salute across Victoria Harbour. Meanwhile, several central government agencies in Hong Kong, including the Liaison Office, also host flag-raising ceremonies. The People's Liberation Army garrison in Hong Kong raises flags at several barracks to celebrate the occasion. 3 people will receive the Grand Bohemian Medal, the highest honor in Hong Kong. They are among the 466 individuals who have been included in the 2026 honors list. Memo Sengai reports.
This year's honors list includes 39 more individuals compared to last year. The 3 recipients of the Grand Bohemian Medal are Chen Guingbo, Lau Junyi, and Lam Guangxiu. Chen is a member of the Executive Council and a former Legislative Council member. The government says the honor is to recognize Chen's contribution to the passage of many important bills during his tenure as the chairman of the Legislative Finance Committee. Lau Junyi is a well-known economist. The government praises his role for boosting Hong Kong's competitive edge in financial services internationally. Banker Lam Guangxiu, meanwhile, assisted Hong Kong and overseas enterprises in forging partnerships with the mainland. The government says he consolidated the city's prominent status as an international financial and commercial center. 8 people are awarded the Gold Bohemia Star, including Lo Yukming, president of the Chinese University of Hong Kong, and Fan Hongling, chairman of the Hospital Authority. Ho Wei-ho, the firefighter who passed away in the Taibo fire, is honored posthumously with the Gold Medal for bravery. The government praises the late firefighter for displaying unwavering dedication, utmost bravery, and selfless devotion to the public. 19 individuals will receive the Silver Bohemia Star, and 40 will get the Bronze Bohemia Star. Another 104 made the Medal of Honor list. The presentation ceremony for the awards will be held later this year. Moments 9, TVB News.
Venezuela's acting president, Delcy Rodriguez, has expressed gratitude to China for its humanitarian support following last week's deadly earthquakes. At least 1,943 people died and another 10,571 injured in the earthquakes, with 15,866 displaced people provided with shelter. Tracy Furness has more.
Rescue missions continue in Venezuela as international search and rescue teams pull a 12-year-old boy from the rubble of a building in La Guaira that had collapsed following the powerful earthquakes. Teams from Ecuador, in coordination with a team from the Dominican Republic, rescued the boy, who had been trapped under the rubble of a building in the Macuto area of La Guaira for 5 days. This as the country director for the World Food Programme in Venezuela virtually briefed members of the media Tuesday of the ongoing response after last week's earthquakes.
I am right now in the first food distribution point that the World Food Programme has set up in the temporary integrated service centers, where the government has requested the UN to provide support and where the operations are already underway. Search and rescue efforts are now giving way to a full-blown humanitarian response, and the need for food, safe water, shelter, and just essential services is immediate and critical.
She went on to say that the WFP has more than 3,000 metric tons of food in the country, enough to feed more than 10,000 families for 2 months. This as the acting president posted on social media that China had stood with the Venezuelan people in the aftermath of the disaster, adding China's assistance will be used to support post-quake reconstruction efforts, including housing construction and the procurement of essential supplies, equipment and materials. She sincerely thanked China for its humanitarian assistance and donations. Tracy Furness, TVB News.
Welcome back. The U.S. Supreme Court upholds a broad conception of birthright citizenship, rejecting President Donald Trump's executive order declaring that children born to parents who are in the United States illegally or temporarily are not American citizens. Tracy Furness has more.
A divided Supreme Court Tuesday upheld the right of those born in the U.S. to parents who are in the country illegally or temporarily to be American citizens. Senator Alex Padilla, a Democrat from California, lauded the United States Supreme Court's decision to uphold the 14th Amendment.
My fellow Americans, because that's what we are, and that's what the Supreme Court upheld this morning. The notion that goes back more than 100 years. And the Constitution couldn't say it more clearly. If you are born in the United States, you are a citizen. Period. It doesn't get more clear than that. And so the Supreme Court got it right this morning. Because we know that right, that fundamental right, that constitutional right has been under attack by Donald Trump.
Padilla is not convinced the president will let this stand.
We know Donald Trump's not going to stop. His attacks will keep coming. He'll work on another executive order or try to get the Republicans in Congress to pass another bill, or he'll do something else to try to minimize who gets to be an American, who gets to be a citizen. And so our work to resist will continue.
Speaker of the House, Republican Mike Johnson said the 14th Amendment is being abused by people who are coming to the U.S. to have children in the birthing tourism trend. He added it's not illegal, but it's a practice the Trump administration has tried to reduce. For Aura Espinosa, an immigrant based in Houston, the decision offers hope that she and her husband can expand their family.
Basically, it's a relief to feel that the rights and the U.S. citizen future kids will still remain with their citizenship. Me as a DACA applicant and my husband being a DACA applicant as well puts us at ease. If we were to have more kids, right now we have, he's a DACA recipient, I'm a DACA recipient. With the uncertainty what's going to happen to DACA, that we couldn't be left on without any documentation, that puts us at ease because we know that if we were to have another child, that child will still remain with the U.S. citizen like my other 3 kids.
Tracy Furness, TVB News.
Americans in the Midwest are experiencing rising temperatures ahead of the 4th of July celebrations. New York's mayor is declaring a heat emergency, cautioning the public about the upcoming dangerously high temperatures. In Georgia and Mississippi, splash pools and cooling centers are bringing relief to people and pubs. This as Europeans continue to endure extreme heat. France is bracing for the next heat wave, with hospitals securing ice machines to make ice baths to plunge overheated patients. Gloria Feng has more.
Millions of people in the U.S. Midwest and Great Lakes states suffer as heat and humidity rise in the regions with no immediate relief in sight until the heat dome shifts east. The National Weather Service says conditions are dangerous as the heat index exceeds 40 degrees Celsius in some areas. It warns of risk for heat-related illnesses, especially among people without air conditioning. Detroit, Michigan, as well as Illinois, Ohio, Indiana, Kentucky, and much of Iowa are under extreme heat warnings. The Northeast, including New York City and Boston, will soon feel major heat through the 4th of July holiday. Norristown, Pennsylvania, 32 kilometers from Philadelphia, canceled the Sunday parade because of the weather. New York City Mayor Soham Mamdani warns the city will enter a heat emergency as the holiday weekend approaches.
Beginning tomorrow, New York City will enter a heat emergency that will last through the 4th of July weekend. Temperatures will climb into the high 90s and triple digits. With humidity, it will feel even hotter, with a heat index that could peak around 112 degrees. If the forecast holds, this could be the hottest 4th of July since 2010. These are extremely dangerous conditions, and they will affect every part of our city.
Hundreds of locations, including schools, community centers, and libraries, will be used as cooling centers across 5 boroughs, he says. Homeless shelters are open throughout the hottest hours of the day in Georgia to provide shade and water, as heat and humidity together are expected to drive temperatures as high as 42 degrees over the next few days. In Jackson, Mississippi, employees at an animal shelter without air conditioning is working through oppressive heat to keep animals cool and hydrated. As temperatures inside the former warehouse spikes to more than 38 degrees, dogs are chilling in kiddie pools.
The heat really impacts us because we've got to be very conscious of the dogs and making sure they don't overheat.
Meanwhile, the heat is still on high in Europe, where Serbia and Romania have become the latest countries to beat their national heat records as the red weather warning firmly takes grip, sending temperatures beyond 40 degrees. Recording more than 1,000 heat-related deaths in June, France is preparing its hospitals in anticipation of another surge. At a Paris hospital, emergency medics had to plunge patients into cold water baths to quickly cool their overheated bodies. Without an ice machine on site, they headed to a nearby fast food restaurant for help. The hospital has ordered an ice maker to cope with the hot summer months ahead. Gloria Feng, TVB News.
Discounts and special offers galore to celebrate the Hanover anniversary. Apart from free admission at museums to leisure facilities, more than 3,400 restaurants across the city joined the promotion campaigns. Litung Avenue, festive decorations, performances, and a slew of promotional campaigns add to the celebratory mood on this Hanover anniversary holiday. Some families say they were willing to spend more than usual because of the wide range of discounts on offer and handouts of freebies today.
My family and I usually don't go to Hong Kong Island, usually stay in Kowloon, so this is a very good experience to me.
Do you think the discounts and campaigns would encourage you to spend more?
Yeah, sure.
Do more things?
Sure, and we come out to enjoy the atmosphere, and we enjoy so much. The music, the orchestra, you've seen their kids playing, right? It's very beautiful, and all the decorations, so really I enjoyed my time here.
Restaurants are also seeing a boost in traffic, which is expected to boost revenue.
The atmosphere here is much more crowded, using the 50% discount dining vouchers. I feel like that's helped our business because it encourages people to buy more of our products and then having to dine in here.
Multiple restaurant chains offer discounted meals sold at 71% of the original price. This customer says he plans to order extra dishes and dine out in the evening to make the most of the promotion. Some eateries roll out half-price discounts for elderly-friendly, easy-to-chew meals. Special offers, too, from multiple transport operators. Some distribute 400 free ferry tickets for routes serving destinations such as Cheung Chau and Mui Wo, though they were snapped up quickly in the morning.
I think they need to get more tickets, yeah, for sure. I mean, I want to go for free, so that'd be nice.
Hong Kong tramways offer free rides for 3 days, while the MTR hands out 71,000 local single journey tickets through its mobile app. Several museums offering free admission also proved popular, including the Hong Kong Palace Museum, as visitors seek refuge from the summer heat. Free admission, too, at public sports grounds, swimming pools, permanent exhibitions at the Hong Kong Science Museum and the Hong Kong Space Museum, as well as the Wetland Park. To celebrate the Hanover anniversary, the Sha Tin and Happy Valley racecourses are offering free admission today. Droves of locals and tourists make their way to the tracks. Elena Wang was there.
The Hong Kong Reunification Race Day at Sha Tin Racecourse features performances by renowned tenor Zhang Yingxi, serving as the opening act.
Welcome to Hong Kong.
singers from Midlife sing and shine. With free public admission at both Shating and Happy Valley race courses, many visitors took the opportunity to visit and snap photos.
If I win big, I play big. If I don't, but I saw in the train we were saying this person is going to the races, that person is going, because we could tell they're too excited. They couldn't wait to get here to get out.
And we're enjoying everything, especially the people. Very nice.
To celebrate the anniversary, selected set menus at racecourse restaurants will offer special discounts at 29%. Alina Wong, TVB News.
And that's the news. Thank you for watching.